in this video, I wanted to cover, preparing for a cruise. So, 1 week away from going for a Caribbean cruise, and I wanted to share some of the things that have been really valuable in preparing for this trip. Yes, so my cruise is really coming up. It's gonna be in a week and probably 2 or 3 days by the time I release this video. And it's gonna be my second cruise, so I'm really new in this cruising journey. And I wanted to share some of the tips that have been really helpful to me, especially when preparing for a cruise. I'm always anxious that I might forget something. God forbid I forget my passport or my visa, so I just wanted to put together a short video to show you how I prepare for my trip early in advance to avoid forgetting some things, especially if you're new to cruising. Because by the time you catch a flight or you drive, get to that ship on embarkation day and remember that you forget something, it would be too late to go back. One important thing that I've learned during this preparation period is that I could have actually checked in 60 days before my departure date. I could have checked in and asked that my medallion be mailed to me, especially given that I have the Princess Plus package. And I'm disappointed a little bit because apparently, if you have your medallion mailed to you, then on embarkation day, you can actually go through the expedited blue lane. You can actually go through the expedited green lane instead of the blue lane, which I'm sure a lot of people are buying the standard package, so they're gonna be there. And people who did not choose to get their package, the medallion sent to them, will also be there. So be smart, guys. If you're going with Princess Cruise Line, just check in early and get your medallion mailed to you. Another important preparation thing that I like to do is I would put together a packing list for all the things that I would like to take on that trip. And on top of that list is my immigration documents like passports, visas, and all that. So I have this really important bag. This was a gift from a very important person, and it's a really good case. You would put in your documents in there, and it's really good bag for putting all the documents, all the cards the necessary cards that you need. So it's really useful. And I put like all my immigration documents in there early in advance, because sometimes it takes you like 2 3 months between travels, you might forget where these documents are in the house. So I just prepare early in advance, make sure all my immigration documents are in here, and because I don't want to forget them. The last thing I want to do, as I said before, is forget my visa at home and I have to leave the country. For those temporary immigrants in the US, you know what I'm talking about. You have a big case of immigration documents, and you have to repackage them every time you travel, depending on the travel requirements. I think that's enough complaining for the day. So let's go to some of the fun stuff that I have on my packing list. So one of the important things that I have on top of that list too is all the necessary clothes that I need. Being a woman, I tend to pack a lot, and I would pack like almost 2 pairs of clothes per day. This cruise is gonna be 7 nights, so probably 14 pairs of clothes without counting the gym workouts and all that. So I pack a lot of clothes, but that's not the important part. The important part is that irons and steamers are not allowed on cruises because they are fire hazards. So you might want to pack clothes that tend to wrinkle less, because you don't want to remove your dress from the suitcase for dinner and it's all wrinkly. For me, I would be like super self-conscious about that, so I tend to pack things that I know won't wrinkle easily. Another thing in addition to clothes is, just packing like comfortable shoes, especially if you're going to do a lot of explorations on each port. For someone like me, I like exploring a given port, like going for experiences, walking around. So I make sure I carry like comfortable shoes as well as water shoes, just so that to make sure that I can easily change my shoes and like fit into the activity that I'm doing. On the same list, I would have things that are, things that go with clothes. That's toiletries, sunscreen, sun hats, sunglasses, and all that. For the sunscreen or like my lotion, I would go for something that's coral reef friendly, just to be conscious of the environment. With you, that's if you have prescriptions, make sure you get enough prescriptions filled, just in case you lose some of your prescription or something happens. Just make sure that you always have a backup. If you get seasick easily, make sure you get some seasick medication. And you might want to take something for anti-diarrhea, or like just in case you get some food poisoning on pot. And also make sure you get some melatonin, just in case you're not able to sleep well. It's a changing environment, you're changing the environment quickly, you're interacting with a lot of people, so it's also important that you carry enough hand sanitizer with you. That's really important, especially given that you're gonna be in other people's spaces, touching the same thing when getting food, touching like the spatulas or whatever when getting food, going to the gym and all that. There's a lot of touch and go, so make sure you carry like a hand sanitizer. And some of these things, like sunscreen, hand sanitizer, you can get it on the ship or on some of the ports, but they're really expensive. You just want to save that extra dollar if you carry these things with you. And now, on to my favorite part of getting ready for the cruise. For me, this is a period, so 2 weeks or 1 week before my departure. I would usually leave that time for grooming. If I need my hair done, my nails done, I make my appointments for that week. I don't want to struggle the day before trying to run around town for an appointment. So, this for guys, if you want to get your hair done, if you want to get that sleek hairstyle. For ladies, if you need your eyebrows done, your pedicure, your manicure, this is a good time for it. It's like a time for you to pamper yourself before the main pampering, if you know what I mean. So for me, there's a time for that. Also, if you want to run to the grocery store for extra toiletries, extra little things here and there that you want to carry with you, this is the perfect time for it. I leave these little things for later, just to feel like relaxing into my cruise or into my vacation. And that's how I prepare for my cruise. Short and sweet. If you have any preparation tips that have been useful to you, please share in the comments below. As a newbie, I feel like there's always something that I can learn from people who've been cruising for a while. So please share some of your tips. If there are any products or any items that have been useful to you when preparing for a cruise, please share with us below. Other than that, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support. And if you found this video valuable, please go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. Until the next one, let's keep wondering, let's keep exploring, and let's keep traveling. All right.